For those who thought high school was a challenge or in for surprise when they hit the next level of academia, if high school's academics seemed as if they were enough to keep a student up for hours on end, should probably greatly prepare themselves for what comes next, and that is college. Being a college student poses many different obstacles in everyday life. These challenges bring away from the home, and finding one's niche within a completely foreign and unknown community can cause an immense amount of pressure on a student. Because of these pressures, students are forced to cope in ways that they must find on their own. For some students, sports, physical exercise, hobbies, reading, and other various activities of this nature may seem sufficient enough to handle the stress. But for others, another more dangerous method of coping with the immense amount of stress, binge and unhealthy eating. Most people can agree that eating can be extremely therapeutic, especially in times of immense stress. And for college students especially, eating can lead to dangerous outcomes. With the constant nagging of parents allowing what constitutes as what is safe to eat and what is not safe to eat, the only form of influence one has around them is a community filled of stressed college students. And because of this, there is a community established that while in extreme stress conditions will consume even the unhealthiest of foods for comfort. Speaking from experience, I've been subject to this binge eating often, consisting of greasy fried foods such as carne asada fries when I'm up late studying. Which brings in a crucial aspect to what I will research, studying under academic pressure. I wanted to research how college students' study habits, especially during midterms and finals, negatively affect their eating habits. I would go around the student life pavilion and main dining hall on campus and ask students a series of questions that determine how they manage their stress and how often it correlates with unhealthy food consumption. In this article titled "Campus Life Nurtures Bad Eating Habits," we basically see how the addition of stress from being far away from home can cause harmful dietary effects on the student. In my research, I found exactly what I would find. I found exactly what I thought I would find with the expectations of majority of people stating that they would undereat or overeat during times of stress, especially during midterms and finals. Through my research, I was able to apply social integration theory as a principal concept. People who were more integrated in society were more likely to engage in healthier eating habits, as opposed to those who would stray away from healthier food choices. I was glad that through my study I was able to help people recognize their stress-induced eating habits and conduct constructive conversation as to how we as college students can alter them. I feel like in my study I was limited to the amount of time and people that were willing to let me interview them, and that if I had more time I could have gathered more information from a much larger sample. I was just really happy to be able to provide constructive feedback as to healthier alternatives, as to recognize eating habits. And I feel like the next steps I would take as a researcher would be find more pathways in expanding knowledge about stress-induced eating and how it can be more easily recognized as an issue in order to bring about more positive change.